Hello and welcome back to some more UEBS with Brozen. This time we've got some, let's just say, category versus category as per a request. I figured this would be kind of easy enough to throw together and make a quick video out of, so why not? We're going to go through each of the categories in UEBS. Some are going to be a lot stronger than others. But for our first one, oh yes, the medieval ones. So there's like 6 different units in the medieval category. I'm going to have to split that up. That's too many to have versus because we don't have enough teams. Yay, devs, we need more teams. So, what I've done is I split them up and cut them in half. So we got cavalry, heavy knights, and catapults in the first group. The other group of medieval units, which aren't actually here, will be featured in another one, is going to be archers, footmen, and spearmen. So, facing our medieval units, we've got ancient Greece. We've got the Persians, we've got the Romans, we've got the Wildmen, and we've got the Spartans, who are going to no doubt be freaking lethal. I've tried to divide it up reasonably well. So, catapults are freaking strong. I haven't done that many of them. There's about 5,000 heavy knights. No, sorry, 7,500 heavy knights. 2,500 cavalry because trample's too strong. And then we've got 2,500 of each of these units over here. So hopefully that should provide a decent rematch. The strong part here is going to be the trample. As soon as these horses charge in, they're going to kill a lot of them. Question is, how many of them? This trample is lethal. Look at that, the kills are just flying up already. But hopefully once the initial charge dissipates, then all the cavalry will likely be wiped out, and then it'll be down to the heavy knights to do a lot of the work. Let's just slow us down a wee touch. I'd say this side's probably the weakest. The Persians aren't really the strongest, are they? The Romans are okay, they've got block. Wildmen are pretty strong. And Spartans are just, well, Spartans. They're gonna wreck. They always do. However, so far it seems to be about 2 to 1 in the whole kill-death ratio. Nearly, actually. Like I said, once they deal with the initial cavalry charge, that's where we might see this gap closing a bit. Look at that, there's a big-ass hole here. Why the hell does nobody want to run over that ground? Oh, we got some heavy knights getting in there on the edge. And here in the middle. Now, heavy knights are a bit of a powerhouse, but again, nothing compares to trample. And these catapult shots. I think this is going to give the medieval forces just way too much of an advantage. See, the units that aren't going to have range are the ones going to suffer. However, all the Spartans naturally have dealt with the cavalry. Go spears. And I'm pretty sure they'll be able to deal with the heavy knights pretty well. How are we doing in the rest of the field? The Wildmen aren't doing too bad. They're getting pummeled heavily by those catapults. It's like all the shots are just going straight into the middle. There's still some cavalry left. Persians actually doing a little bit better than I thought they would have. However, this is not looking good for the ancient Greeks. Well, the ancient Greece era units, I should say, because Romans aren't really Greeks, are they? And neither really are Persians or Wildmen. Really, it's kind of just the Spartans. It should be taken more as an era, not as an actual faction. Yeah, even just 100 catapults I think is too much. Persians are starting to fold on that left side. And in the center, but then all those catapult shots have probably done a number on them. Damn, that is a sea of red capes. Spartans are doing well. I mean, they are killing them, but not well enough. Ooh, okay, they're about to start getting surrounded now too. They're breaking straight through the middle. And I do believe our medieval forces are gonna have it. And there's a lot of Romans left, isn't there? They survived pretty well. Do have a good block on them. There's just no contest here, is there? Like I said, this was going to happen. And there's going to be other groups that just completely wipe the floor with the medieval units. Yeah, I'm still not sure how I want to do the hero units, because if you do equal numbers of them, they are going to slaughter everything. I mean everything. Also got to watch whenever the animals come around. The T-Rex trample is devastating. Spartans are still holding on there. They've actually broken through a wee bit, but there's nothing they can really do at this point to pull it back. Only a military genius could win this one. And I don't even think they could. Still a couple of cavalry units left. That was kind of surprising. I thought they'd all be on the front, but I guess some got caught out a bit. And the last few remaining Spartans are all that's left of these forces. The last 4 Spartans fighting on desperately. 2 left. Catapult shot just landed. 1. And he is out of there. Okay. Medieval wins. The ancient Greece era, unfortunately, not so lucky. Okay. I think we'll do another one. Stay tuned. Alright then, here we go. This time we've got the other half of the medieval units. We've got the spearmen, footmen, and archers. There's 4,000, 4,000, and 2,000. Right here. Up against the fantasy units. Okay, so the bulk of the forces is these 2 infantry groups, right? They're about 4,700 each. And we've also got 500 giant ogres in the front. They are gonna wreck face. Also in the back, balance them with the catapults. There's 100 giant cyclopses back here because, yeah, they're gonna wreck too. Now, this should be interesting. Depending on how quickly they can drop these giant ogres. If they can drop the giant ogres, they could actually do pretty well here. However, if they can't, they're in a lot of trouble. At least both sides have ranged units this time. So at least they'll get a bit of support. Here we go. The arrows are raining in, and these giant cyclopses are off to a flying start. Or giant ogres. Oh my god, look at those kills. They need to kill these things as quick as they freaking can. Holy crap. That is a slaughter. There's just spearmen flying everywhere. There's a couple of ogres dying in the front. You can see them, but I think the damage is going to be done. They're just so strong, and all the archers as well are firing into them, and they're just not dying quickly enough. The fantasy ones, huh? They are freaking strong, aren't they? Well, somebody needed to put medieval back in its place after that last one. Like all the giant ogres are starting to get whittled down now. But I don't think it's gonna matter. I think the damage is done. There is not a lot of medieval units left. And they have finally taken down all the giant ogres. But it is far too late. It's up to the archers now to try and close the gap, but I really doubt they can. Uh-oh, hi. Should probably shoot that guy. Just saying. Just shoot him. Nope. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately these one-sided battles are going to happen. Not all of the tabs are quite as evenly matched as they should possibly be. But who knows, it'll be interesting to see what would happen if the giant ogres had went up against the cavalry. Maybe the cavalry could have just trampled them all to death, which is curious because the giant ogres are taller, but the trample would still work. I know, it doesn't seem right. But the archers are actually, they are getting kills. They're not going to be able to hold. They need something in front of them to hold them out at range so that they can just do their damage, and unfortunately the giant ogres prevented that. And then once the cyclopses get in here, they are toast. They are tatty bread. And there goes some of the rocks. Ouch. I would not like to get hit in the face with one of those big ass rocks. And all of the archers are just about dead. Dwarves actually, I think, did a better job than the orcs. Which I guess would probably mean that dwarves are stronger, but they did have more cyclopses over there. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that was a bit of a whitewash. I think both of those battles were. But who knows? Once we weed out the weak ones, we could have some closer battles. But well, that settles it for that episode anyway. Medieval won the first one, and then they lost the second one to the fantasy. So that's both one side of the medieval out, and the ancient Greek units are out. Fantasy and the first medieval go through. Alright. I will hopefully catch you all for the next episode, where we will try some other factions against each other. But I hope you all enjoyed the content. Hit that like and subscribe button. I appreciate it a lot. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought. I've got a feeling I know what you guys thought. That was too one-sided. But it'll get closer. Alright. I will hopefully see you all again in the next episode. Bye.